Hey Jam Fam, and welcome back to the channel. It's Tech Talk time again, and today we're going to show you how to create a great motion lapse with the Sony RX100 VII and the Zhiyun Crane M2. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We really appreciate your support. If you like the video, please give us a big thumbs up and ring that bell to be notified the second we upload a new video. So let's show you how to motion lapse with this fantastic compact duo. Up next. So when I was in Adelaide, South Australia last month, I really wanted to shoot a motion lapse of sunset over the ocean, which is truly beautiful down there. And I wanted to use my two lightweight friends, the Sony RX100 VII and the Zhiyun Crane M2. And what I discovered is that although the Zhiyun Crane M2 does talk to the RX100 to some extent through Bluetooth, it does not control the camera shutter, that is photos, while it is in what Zhiyun calls trajectory photography. But it is still possible to get a great motion lapse if you set up the camera and the gimbal separately. So firstly, let's take a look at the DJI Play app and set up the gimbal. So here we are in the DJI Play app, camera connected, and the first thing you want to do is press this little red camera icon. Then there's this pop-up down the bottom and you want to press trajectory photography. Then this pop-up appears and the first thing you want to do is set 3 points for your gimbal to move through. So here we are setting up the first point, moving the gimbal to where we want it. And then by pressing that first point, you add a new point. Then you just move the gimbal to where you want that. So finishing the second point, we add again to make a third point and move the gimbal where we'd like to have that third point. After adding that third point, you'll see that Start Now is lit up. So now we can hit it and put in a time or duration we want for this movement. And 30 minutes is what we want. Once we pressed enter there, start again, and it gives us the opportunity to save this movement as a preset. We're just going to call it set 2. Hit save and then the movement begins. And so we're moving between points A and B, and it's going to take 30 minutes. So the gimbal is now all set and moving. Now that that's done, let's set up an interval shoot with the RX100. So here we are in the RX100 VII menu. So we want to go over to the camera 1 side of the menu first. Click down into the menu and we want to go to 3 of 14. If you look down the bottom, it says interval shoot function, and that's the menu we want. Press enter on that. And now we have some settings to change here. So interval shooting is on, that's where we want it. Shooting start time 1 second. That just means it's going to start shooting 1 second after we press the shutter button. Shooting interval will be 3 seconds, which means it's going to take 3 seconds in between each shot. And then there's number of shots. So at the moment it's set to 601. So if we press enter on the number of shots, it'll bring us to this other menu. So if we were to change that number of shots to 701, it would change the shooting time to 35 minutes. But we wanted it at 30 to match the gimbal, so the magic number for that is 601. Now you just come out of that menu and hit the shutter button and away you go. You're taking a time lapse over 30 minutes with a 3-second interval. Now if you start the devices both at the same time, you do get a great result. Let's take a look at this beautiful sunset over Glenelg Beach, Adelaide, South Australia. Sorry about the sun glare there, but I didn't take my ND filter for the RX100 with me. So there you have it, it's mission accomplished. Now you can go out and get a motion lapse with this great compact duo. Another reason why I highly recommend them. And that's it for this video. So please leave a comment below if you know a better way to achieve this motion lapse. We always love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell, and give us a big thumbs up. And that's Jam Life signing out.